I was around about 20, 23, something like that. Yeah, I was working for a radio station, and you sort of get called in once a week to do commercials, and I was working with a guy called Jim Berenson, who was actually the doyen of voiceovers back in the 60s. Still is in Adelaide, actually. And he sort of liked what I did and used to get me to come along and be the guy that went, uh-huh, or nah, or whatever, you know, the second voice was. So that's how I started. I think the most challenging thing I did was, there's a guy called Casey Kasem. He used to do a top 40 show out of America, and it used to be broadcast on 3XY here. And he got sick. I don't know what was wrong with him, but for about 2 or 3 weeks, there was no Casey Kasem show, so I had to be an approximation of him. Not that I was trying to be Casey Kasem, but I was a guy like him who'd come in this. So it was a big, deep voice thing where I told you what big hits were, and all that sort of thing. That was pretty challenging to keep it happening, you know. It's a challenge when you get there. You've got an hour to get it right. You can really enjoy what you do, but when it's finished, you leave it behind. You don't have to carry it home with you and think about it. The funniest thing that happened to me was quite embarrassing. I mean, this is back in the 70s when I was like flat out every day and needing holiday. And one day I had this I had this job where I had to say a number 13 Ingham chicken, and all I could see in my mind's eye every time I said it was this chicken that looked like a London bus with a big number 13 on the front. And I just kept cracking up, and everyone said, well, I think it's time for a holiday, Bob. So I took a couple of weeks off and everything was fine again. I think the ability to take direction, you know, it's all very well to think how something should be done, but then when someone suggests a totally different way, to be able to adapt and make it sound like it's your idea. Best work I've done, I can't think of any actual gig, but a lot of the work I've enjoyed is when you're called in to sort of rough out stuff, where you're given a free head to sort of dream up things. And I kind of enjoy that work, you know, sort of letting it happen and see what comes of it. I don't like talking fast. I'm over that. You know, it used to be good to shout and talk fast, but I'm over that. Well, you guys are proactive, you know, you're out there looking for work, not just waiting for the phone to ring. I think that's commendable. Well, the other people wait for the phone to ring. You know. Not really, because you never know what you're going to get. You know, I don't sort of gargle or do anything like they do in the theatre, where they go, wheelbarrow. And they drink a little bit of port wine. And no, I don't do any of that. Godsend.